Okay. So, okay. So you have, this is already the predefined table. Given na ito, and the name of the table is a library. Yes, library. And then, meron siyang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ka-table. So, eto, you already know how to create table based on your exercise or based on the first exercises that I have given to you. So, to see a quick view on the properties of the table and the different attribute characteristic of the table, all I have to do is click view and then design view. So as you can see here, the name of these table members do have the following properties like member ID, member name, and date join. If you would observe, walang spaces for a two-word type of a field name like member ID. Commonly, meron tayong space na nilalagay between ID and member. But for here, wala tayong nilalagay na space. Why is it that? It will call an error, especially on coding when you put a space on a field name. Member name and date joined. So these are the date type characteristic of the field. You have auto number for member ID. When you say auto number, every time that you will add up a new record, a number will be designated immediately without you typing the number. So meaning it would be the MS Access that will give or generate the number. Short text will give you up to 50 characters, date and time for the date joined. So all of these tables that we have, all of these tables, kaning sa left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, could be viewed the properties of this by clicking the table, and then on the home ribbon, you have view, and then meron tayong design view and datasheet view. This is the datasheet view. When we switch to design view, that will give us the properties of the different field name of the table. Next. The next part that you're going to do is under database tools, you're going to create the relationship. So, database tools and then relationship. So, relationship, for these examples that I have here, I have 5 tables. So, member, rental, video, film, and category. Sa 5 table na ginawa ko, this is how, kanisha ha, wala pa daw ni. How would you add, ma'am? All you need to do is click the table on the left side. Sorry. It will open if you double click. But if you will click and drag, it will be pasted or placed on the relationship window. If you observe also, the table will change to film 1 because meron na tayong film 1 here. The purpose lang of doing such is how did you place those tables in the relationship tab, ma'am, or window? Paano to na-drag or paano ito nagka-come up ng ganito? So just click and then drag it to the form. Paano siya i-delete? All you need to do is click the table and then delete. Now, how would you create a relationship? So, I will repeat. That's the table. That's another table. But if you would observe, meron ba silang relationship? So, meron tayong category ID under category table and film. Meron din tayong category ID under film. So, ibig sabihin, this primary key could be a foreign key to the category ID of the film 2 table. So, lalabas ang window na to, which is the edit relationship. In edit relationship, you have 3 options provided. Meron tayong enforce referential integrity. Ibig sabihin, if I would change value in the category ID under category table, it would be immediately changed in category ID under film 1 na table. So kapag mag-enforce ako ng referential integrity. If I would also check the cascade update related fields, if I would change the category ID, for example, here, cat 1, change na ko siya into cat 1X. All cat 1X would also be, change sa film ID, or that it will not be changed because connected sila. Like, I have to change first the connection before ko maka-change. Same thing will happen for the delete records. So, create. So with that, meron siyang one category ID could have many category ID under film. So that's how you create the connections of tables for these. If you would observe these tables in this relationship window. So to delete, so since these tables that I have placed here doesn't have any connections with these tables that was already been created for this database, so I will delete that. So, delete lang na ako siya. Ang purpose ani is for demonstration purposes. But, why would you need to create relationship, ma'am? For easy access of the tables. Look at this. If you observe, si category is linked to film. So, pwede naman na siya i-class. Ayan. If I would remove that link between the category and the film, ayan siya ha. If I would delete the connection of category and film, could that be deleted, ma'am? Yes. Pwede siya ma-delete. Yeah, there you go. I deleted the connection. If I would open category, there you have. If you observe, there's no subtable already presented under the category table kasi nawala na yung connection. But if I would place a connection between the category and the film table, then it will show now a connection between the category table and that of the film table, showing how many films can be classified under a certain category. So let us go back, or let us return the kind of link that these two has. So meron siyang inferential integrity, same as cascading. So nabalik na. As I will open category, you can see there is already a subtable presented. So ito siya. For action, wala siyang film created. But for trailer, wala din. Meron dalawa sa children. That's Shrek and Harry Potter. Sa Shrek naman, meron siyang video na dalawa, which is hissing noise, reported on introduction, tapos etong other one. So, that's it. Tapos, dito sa video, meron namang sub. So, ganito ang kanyang presentation. That's the relationship, relationship na connection. Ayun. Relationship ni member sa rental, si video ID sa video ID table, and then si film ID sa film table, and si category ID of the category table. So that's a relationship. Next is, the next activity that we have, that I have posted already, is this one. I don't know if nakikita to. I hope. So, ito. Pre-final exercise, query exercise, accessor 7. This is a kind of exercise that will let you create a query. So, query is under the create ribbon. So, nandyan si create ribbon, nagkatapad lang sa home. So, you have now query, so meron siyang query wizard and then query design. When you say query, it's a subtable with a specific command. So, ito siya, for example. Let's say, for example, I would have under category. Na-click na ako si film. Ayan, si category. Going back to the table of category, ayan. Meron tayong nakikita, pero wala siyang dramatic na value. When you say dramatic na value, you would like to create a subtable that would only display category that is the color code is light blue. Pero wala akong makikitang other light blue there. Only the children na part. So wala siyang duplication na pwede nating i-trap. Ito naman. We could have here, for example, member name that joined from 2001 to 2002. So meron tayong 2003 and then 2000 yung mga members joined the video rental. 'Di ba? Tapos, eto. So, members, we could play a lot on the members kasi marami siyang data. But that for the video, rental, film, and category is wala masyadong data. So, we cannot play more or we cannot exercise more when it comes to query. So, going back to query design. Okay, this is already my query 2. Asa day mong query 1, ma'am? I have to close first this. Okay. This one, okay. So this is my query 1 and my query, this is my film 1 table. Ito yung aking query 2. So query 1 lang muna tayo. Wala tayong nakikitang maganda over the value of the table that we have selected, which is the film and category. So we will delete this one and then we will just choose now member. So under member is, hi, sorry. This is the query. How would you add table? That is show table. And then you are going to add now member. So meron na tayong member. Ano yung query? Query is a subtable that will display a specific field set on a criterion. So for example, field, I would display only the name and the date joined. Okay. And then save my query. Ay, mali. Ah. Then save. The name of this query is Q, that stands for query, Q member. Yan. So, meron akong another group of properties again under the access video rentals with query. Ito na siya. So, halimbawa, I would close this one and open my QM. So, ito yung lalabas. So, Q member, the original fields of the Q member, meron siyang 1, 2, 3. Three fields. These are member ID, member name, and the date joined. So, ang query ko is I created a subquery which only contains member name and date join. If I would see the properties of this, meaning katong iyahang design view, then I will click design view and it will lead me back to the environment of this one. So, how will you add criteria? Okay, so we have ascending. You can put ascending. Then we will see. First is we will not apply a sort value as we run or the value. So as you can see, the result, ang iyahang member value, the member name value does not have any means of sorting. So wala siya, no? Naka-start lang siya kay George and so on and so forth. We will switch again to view, design view. And this time we will try to apply ascending. So ascending and then run. As you can see, the member name is already sorted in ascending order. So from A to C. So that's it. Going back to view again. Let's say, for example, I would only display all A. Don't have equals. We will try if it will work. A, the one that we have. I think this will not work. Zero value. Wala siyang criteria na ganito. Okay, so wrong. Anong purpose ng check na ito? So that means you have an option to include it in the display or not. So pag i-uncheck ko yan, naka-check siya. Pag i-run ko, dalawang value ang lalabas. Mali yan siya because of this condition that I have. Okay, so if you would run it again, I have all the two columns. If I would say not include date joined, then I have this one. And if you would like to see the SQL, Ito yan siya, ang command. So you will know more of this when you have your database programming too. So si Access, pre-generated siya depending dun sa imong command. So mag-generate ka agad siya ng SQL. Okay, so going back. So balik ako sa view, design view, and then I will, hindi, nawala no, kay delete po na ako siyang appeal. And then I could get back again the date join. Okay, so criteria. I did not prepare for a criteria. Let's say for example, greater than, wala man eh. Greater than A. So let's try natin if it will works. Greater than A is B. B, Z, and all. So let's say for example, we have greater than, if this would really work, ha? Wala man siguro ni. Let's see. Oh, it works. Do you see that? Hello? Napamadara? Okay, that's it. So you have greater than C. And then if I would have, let's say for example, greater than F. Meron ba tayong F? And then let's see. So it started with F and all of the rest are all of the succeeding letters in the alphabet. So up to Z. Ma'am, what if I have, ganun lang siya. So this is a single condition. And then for a two condition, we will try to say greater than F, and we'll see if it will work, and um, lesser than M. So if ay max yung call. Okay, so we'll see. So if you could see, we only have F, Felix the cat, up to L. So wala na siya M, and maybe because lesser than M man ta. So what's lesser than M is L. So that's a simple way of showing as an exercise for an and condition. So, what's the difference? Or let's say for example, lagay natin si O. October po. Hey, this is another or siya, we will include O. So walang O. Or it's already been conflicting with the and kasi nanakoy and. So hindi siya mag-run. So that's a simple command of a query. Next one. So we will create again, ano ito ma'am? This is make table, append table, update, cross tab, and delete. But these are all still a query. So next. So we will create again another query. So query. Question for query. Hello? Wala man nagtingo kung sudyante, eh.